So in the previous episode, we saw that Xiao Yan killed Falling and took the Yin Yan Dragon Pill from him, whose energy level was extremely high. After that, at the end of the episode, we saw that Xiao Yan had arrived at Jianan Academy, where a kind of audition was taking place. Now the next episode starts from the exact same scene, where Xiao Yan entered the arena with a heroic entrance, and his opponent was standing in front of him. At the same time, Miss Yu says that this boy does not seem special to her at all, and he is not even showing off any impressive powers. Meanwhile, the girl beside her says that the boy does look very handsome, but for now they cannot say anything about his powers. It is possible that this boy might defeat Bane in the fight, although that is almost impossible, because Bane is a 9-star Dao Master, and he has defeated many warriors in the past. The girls were talking among themselves like this, when suddenly their teacher shouted from behind, and said that whether he can defeat him or not, Xiao Yan still belongs to their yellow class, so it is their duty to cheer him on. Saying this, all of them together started cheering for Xiao Yan, because he belonged to yellow class too. Since Shuner's senior Bai Shen was also sitting there and watching all of this, he looked at Xiao Yan and said that he never expected him to turn out this weak. Almost everyone present there was considering Xiao Yan weak. Even Bane looked at Xiao Yan and asked if he was really Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan replied that he had recognized correctly, and hearing this, Bane said that Xiao Yan did not deserve her. Then we saw Xiao Yan placing his heavy ruling sword on his shoulder and flexing as he said, "So this is what you think about me." At the same time, one of the girls among the judges said, "So this is Xiao Yan. Honestly, he does not even look that handsome, and I do not see anything special in him either." Hearing these words, one of the elders there started observing Xiao Yan with his ultra vision. After looking at him, he became extremely impressed and asked the other elders if they were seeing the same thing that he was seeing. Hearing this, all the elders replied together that he was right. This boy was indeed very interesting, and his energy levels were extremely high. At this point, the senior elders had already understood Xiao Yan's real power, while on the other hand, Bane still knew nothing. That is why Bane told Xiao Yan that he was very unlucky, because many girls in Jianan Academy liked Shuner, and all of them wanted to defeat him badly. But Bane declared that he would be the first one to begin all of this, because today he was going to defeat Xiao Yan in front of Shuner for the very first time. Hearing all this, Xiao Yan had become completely annoyed. He placed his sword down and said that Bane talked far too much, and now he just wanted to shut his mouth quickly. Saying this, he asked the elder if they could start the fight. Immediately, one of the elders stood up and announced that the fight could begin. Seeing the fight start, all the people present there became extremely excited. But on the other side, Xiao Yan stood calmly in his place, quietly waiting. Bane rushed toward him with his blade and brought it extremely close to Xiao Yan's neck. At that exact moment, Xiao Yan moved with incredible speed and stopped the blade right in midair. Seeing this, Bane's eyes widened in complete shock. After that, Xiao Yan jumped backward and unleashed the power of his Dou energy. At the same time, he rushed forward and released the energy of his punch. Seeing this, Bane also unleashed his powers and tried to stop Xiao Yan using his shockwave techniques. However, Xiao Yan's punch energy was far too powerful. It shattered Bane's blade and struck him directly, sending him flying far away. Here we saw that a 9-star Dou warrior could not even withstand a single punch from Xiao Yan. Everyone present there was completely shocked. In their hearts they admitted that Shuner had been absolutely right whenever she talked about Xiao Yan. He really was incredibly fast and powerful. Meanwhile, Bai Shen, who was sitting there, also thought that Xiao Yan was extremely interesting, and fighting him would be very enjoyable. But no matter what happened, no matter how powerful Xiao Yan became, Bai Shen would never allow him to take Shuner away. At the same time, the elders present there were also amazed by Xiao Yan's fight, and admitted that the boy was truly very talented. Even so, the lady teacher there still refused to accept this fact. By now, Xiao Yan had already won the fight and advanced to the next round. So he picked up his sword and started walking towards Shuner. As soon as he reached her, we saw that Shuner looked extremely happy to see him. The whole scene became very romantic, because evening had arrived, the sun had already set, and silence had spread all around. Everyone present there was watching the two of them. At first, both of them became speechless while looking at each other. But suddenly Shuner ran toward Xiao Yan and hugged him tightly. At the same time, she said that she had always believed Xiao Yan would definitely come there. Xiao Yan replied by apologizing for arriving late. Seeing the two of them embracing each other like this made all the girls present there extremely jealous. Meanwhile, one of the girls sitting nearby commented that the two of them looked very cute and romantic together. On the other hand, Miss Riolan scolded them by saying that they were fools, and asking if they could not see how many people were watching them. Hearing this, both Xiao Yan and Xuner immediately became embarrassed and stepped away from each other. After that, Xiao Yan greeted his teacher with a good evening. Hearing this, Miss Riolan stood up angrily and asked if he still remembered who his teacher was. She also said that he had no idea how much she had waited for him during the past 2 years, and that she had even feared he might have died. She was still scolding Xiao Yan when Xuner interrupted and told her master that Xiao Yan had finally arrived and was not going anywhere now, so she should at least give him time until the audition ended. After that, she could scold him as much as she wanted, because this was not the right place to do it. Hearing this, Miss Riolan agreed and said that she would deal with him later. Saying this, she started leaving while Xiao Yan thanked Miss Yui from behind. Xiao Yan was just about to follow them when suddenly he sensed a dark energy nearby. That energy was coming from none other than Baishan's body. Even so, Xiao Yan ignored it and walked away from there. And with that, the episode came to an end.